Hey, what's up guys? Timothy here. I hope everybody's doing alright today. I decided to step out of my comfort zone, away from Magic Origins, and I am going into a triple Rise of the Eldrazi draft. Now, precursor to going into this, I'm going to let everybody know that I have not drafted triple Rise before. I'm aware of a lot of the cards in it, but there are probably cards that I'm not familiar with, so this is going to take a little more scrutinizing on my end. I'm also probably going to pick some cards and people are I'm going to overrate or underrate or so on and so forth. Same thing you do anytime you go into a new set. And I know people have played a lot of Rise, but I have not, so bear with me. Definitely let me know in the comments below what cards I should be taking, what cards I shouldn't, and we'll see how this goes. It is a Swiss draft, a 6-2-2-2 draft, so we will be playing 3 rounds. And yeah, I just decided I would do something new for a change. I played a lot of Origins, uploaded a lot of Origins videos already. I played in a GP trial for GP Atlanta yesterday and managed to get top 8 again, but lost in the finals, so I was second place, not first. I didn't get my buys. Won 18 packs though, $54, and it seemed worth it. I lost to a friend of mine too, so let's see what we've got here. Whenever you're dealt damage, you may put that many charge counters on it. Remove a charge counter. You gain 2 life and draw a card for 5 mana. I don't love that. Target creature must be blocked this turn. If able, draw a card. Theater and Invasion. Put 5 Eldrazi spawns. Power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Ancient Stir and Dread Drone. Kozilek's Predator. Stagger Shock. Smite. Narcolepsy. 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. Oh, why did it take Vent Sentinel? Why do I have a Vent Sentinel? I did not mean to take that. Did I click that? I don't think I clicked that. Well, I'm not gonna... Probably not gonna play it. Did I just run out of time? I don't know what just happened there, but I took Vent Sentinel, and then I only had about 30 seconds for this pick, so I didn't even get a chance to read anything. I'm pretty sure Venerated Teacher is a card you need to pick up early if you're going to go with the level up deck. I don't know how efficient the level up deck is. I don't really know the level up cards off the top of my head. I'm stuck with these 2 cards for now, but I'm not going to commit to them. Gigantomancer makes 7/7s for a lot of mana. There's an Aura themed deck that you can do with Gnarlid, but I think you need to go in on that pretty early as well. What is Corpse Hatch? Destroy a creature, non-black creature. So 5 mana kill spell, and you get 2 Eldrazi spawn out of it. That seems pretty good, actually. Battle Rattle Shaman I know is pretty decent. And this is 8 mana. I believe this is a cycle of cards. Pay 8 mana for some big effect. I think Induced Despair is probably just better than Corpse Hatch, though. And it's instant speed instead of sorcery. I'm going to go ahead and lock that up. And actually start picking cards towards the deck right now. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention to the timer, but I got that Vent Sentinel somehow. I didn't even see Vent Sentinel in the pack, so. Here, what is Keening Stone? Target player puts the top X cards of his or her. So it's a mill card, but it costs 6 to play and 5 to activate. Gomazoa just soaks up damage. Bulwark is a defender. Brood Burthen. If you control an Eldrazi spawn, you put 3 more. Overgrown Battlement seems like a good pickup type of deck you can kind of go in on for ramp right now, but you do need to prioritize defenders. You actually really don't either. You can just use this as a 1 mana pump spell or a 1 mana ramp spell. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Battlements. I don't know how many sacrifice effects actually happen. I guess you could combo with that and something like Blood Throne. Let's see what else we've got here. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Defender that gives haste goes pretty well with the Overgrown Battlement. I don't know, I'm leaning towards Battle Rattle Shaman, Rampart, no, that's just a life gain. I do like Seagate Oracle. I'm going to go with the Shaman. You gain 2 life, then you have more than 2 life. Draw a card. More life than your opponent. 2/2 Death Touch for 3. This is just a 3/3, it looks like. Might of the Masses. Is that good in this format? Let me know. I have no idea. I don't see anything super exciting here. This one becomes a 5/5 first striker, levels up for 2. Target creature gains Swamp Walk, draw a card. I don't think so. Maybe Zoff Shade. I'm just leaning towards the Death Toucher right now, even though it looks like white is pretty open. Maybe we just take this Escort. Although that's probably not even that good. Search your library for up to 2 land cards with different names. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Oh, up to 4. Put the cards into your graveyard. Okay, no thank you. +2/+0 and Death Touch with Rebound seems pretty sweet. It's a late game card here. That's also a 3/1. Destroy target artifact or non-basic land for 5. I'll pass. We got a Tapper. Tap up to 2 creatures and draw a card. I do like this card. If we play a more aggressive if we play a more aggressive deck, that just lets us get in. I don't know that it's better than the Death Touch card or not. Eel Umbra, Merfolk Observer, Naturalize, destroy target attacker with power 3 or less. And what's this one do? It just becomes a 5/5. Level up for 4. I'm gonna go with the removal spell here. Yeah, this wheeling makes me feel pretty confident that it's not very good. Smite's pretty good if I'm on defense. Other than that, I'm not seeing very much that I'm interested in. Could take Last Kiss. I'll go and take Smite. And probably the Cultist here. Either that or Rapid Flames. Now I'll take Rapid Flames. We've got this boar that can get in for 7 damage, so Rapid Flames can make it unblockable for a turn. I've already got 1 Shaman. Do I just want to take this over another Battle Rattle Shaman? This gives all of your creatures +3/+0 for... I'll go and take this. Alright, we'll look to get some more aggressive cards here. Glory Seekers, just a 2/2. Enchanted creature, whenever it attacks or blocks, you gain 4 life. Probably look to sideboard that. So this is an awkward first pack. I don't think I'm playing Vent Sentinel. Training Grounds. Here we have Escape Null. Whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +0/+5 until end of turn. Okay, so it's just a big blocker. Surreal Memoir, return an instant at random. Raid Bombardment's pretty sweet if you've got a lot of tokens going on. Siege Runner, sacrifice and destroy target creature with Defender, deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. 2/1 for 2 as well. Escape Null doesn't seem great though because it's just sit there on defense. I don't love it. I'm leaning towards Surreal Memoir as a way to get back some of our removal, but it doesn't seem, the random part seems kind of weird. Nomad's Assembly. Put a 1/1 white creature token onto the battlefield for each creature you control. I do like that. Oust is pretty good. What is this going? When he dies, you gain 4 life. For 6? Probably not. When Scorpion enters battlefield, you may destroy target creature with power 1 or less. Seems like decent sideboard card, but not one I want to pick up here, right? I'll go ahead and take Nomad's Assembly. And then maybe if we get Raid Bombardment, we can make that work, but this can potentially put a lot of creatures on the field. I don't know that I have the deck that wants it, but let's go ahead and take it. I'm going to go ahead and put Battlement in sideboard. Wall of Omens. We're definitely not going to take the second Surreal Memoir. I don't even know if I should have taken the first yet. Here's a creature that taps all my opponent's creatures. Kiln Fiend. Could be good with all the Repel the Darknesses. Shrivel seems like sideboard, and I have Wrap in Flames for the same kind of thing. Like a one-sided Shrivel. So I'm between Kiln Fiend, this Invoker, or Wall of Omens, and I'm thinking since I want to attack more often, I'll probably take Kiln Fiend here. Forked Bolt is pretty good. Each player's life total becomes the lowest life total among all players. I'm leaning towards Forked Bolt here. What is this equipment? 1/1 for each creature you control. Seems like very expensive. 3 to play, 4 to equip. And it wants the type of effect where you want to be playing creatures. So if you're wasting all that mana using this equipment and equipping it, then you're not playing creatures. I'm going to go ahead and take Forked Bolt here. Umbra Mystic. Auras attached to permanents you control have totem armor. I don't have any auras yet. Pathrazor, but not a lot of ways to ramp it out, so I don't think that's happening. I'm leaning towards this Mystic. Totem Guide Heart Piece. Again, I don't have auras to search out yet, so not going to take that. And then the next thing for us is this guy, which seems like a lot of mana. You have to dump 4 mana, he becomes a 2/6 with Vigilance, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this Mystic. Might not play it, though. Curse of Wizardry. Cadaver Imp is pretty good. This Knight becomes a flyer. Or Prophetic Prism can fix your mana. Potentially a lot of splash for something like Induced Despair. Oh, I did not. Man, I double clicked that. This has been bad. I'm leaning towards this Soul Surge Elemental now. This one, I read that right. Yeah, power equal to the number of creatures we control. Although, I don't know. We don't have that many. It doesn't have... I thought it had flying. It actually has first strike. We'll go ahead and take it. Here's a big defender flyer. Maybe this tapper. Again, we want ways to get in with things like Kiln Fiend and this 7/1 attacker. And I just... This level up guy here, Ikiro Outrider, doesn't seem that amazing. Hyena Umbra, I could take because I have Umbra Mystic, but I don't think that's right. I'll take a tapper. And maybe Raid Bombardment before Demystify. Although I think you want more token-based wide strategies before you want Raid Bombardment, but we'll take it. There's the Golem, there's another Smite. Smite could be good. And I'll take Wall of Omens. Probably not playing the third Repel the Darkness. I don't think I'm aggressive enough for that. Alright, so I clearly don't know what I'm doing. I hope that's clear to everybody watching. Please don't judge. This is really the only aura I have. Let's see what we've got. So, if a source would deal damage to you or a creature you control, prevent one of that damage, and that's just a static ability. And then at level 5 it prevents 2. That seems pretty decent. Emergent Scathe. Target creature you control gains protection and rebound. This guy becomes a first strike and death toucher, which is pretty decent. From my experience, things with first strike and death touch are hard to deal with in limited. This guy starts off as an 0/3 though, and then on the following turn, on turn 4, you can start just preventing damage, which is pretty good. I think I'm going to take it. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, Draina. I do know this is a good card. I am well aware that Draina is a good card. Is there anything else that we would want? The only on-color cards are these two, and neither of them seem great. I mean, Battle Rampart would be fine, but nothing exciting. I'm going to take Draina, and maybe we find a way to play it. Probably not, though. Two decent black cards. Well, two black cards here, so they're both good. It That Betrays. A foil It That Betrays. Again, we're not cheating it out. There's no red in this pack. There's white in Heartbeast and two cards that I don't think I want multiple copies of. I'm going to take the big guy, the big foil guy for the sideboard. Lust for War. Whenever enchanted creature becomes tapped, it deals 3 damage to that creature's controller and it has to attack every turn. That seems really good, actually. Creature's controller. So you put it on your opponent's weak creature and you just don't block it. And you can even tap it down with one of the tappers. That seems really good. I think I'm leaning towards that. Battle Rattle Shaman or Umbra. I'm going to go and take the Lust for War. World at War. After the first combat phase, at the beginning of that combat, creatures. So 5 mana, you get an additional combat phase. I don't know that that's good in our deck, but we can certainly get something out of it. Other than that, probably Goblin Arsonist. I'll go ahead and take this. Maybe should probably prioritize some creatures now. So I'll go ahead and take this 2-drop that can sometimes destroy defenders. It's definitely better than second Raid Bombardment in my deck. I don't even know if I want to play the first one. Not really the deck for Hand of Emrakul. One damage and make an Eldrazi spawn over 3/5 Golem that gains 4 life. Yeah, I'll take that. Although it seems very sideboardy. What is this wand? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you may put a charge counter. If you do, deals damage equal to the number of charge counters on a target creature or player. For 7 mana, probably not. We'll go with Kiln Fiend. Here's Emerge Unscathed again, and I think I do actually want that, especially with this guy who can potentially be a 7/1. It seems good with Kiln Fiend as well. Yeah, so I don't know that I drafted well here. I don't feel like I did, but we'll make it work with what we have. This seems really good. Yeah, we're not playing these 2 black cards, so. Alright, now we're going to look through. I'm going to try and figure out what cards are sideboard only, what cards shouldn't be played. See how bad I've messed up. I guess really the win condition is just trying to get in damage with things like Kiln Fiend, block down or lock down their blockers with Repelled the Darkness. I don't know. We're gonna have to make it work. We'll see what happens. All right. Right now we've got 29. I do like Nomad's Assembly. The Firebore, kind of draft around it a little bit. Surreal, we'll go ahead and keep in Wrap in Flames because we do want ways to get in. Soul Surge, Battle Rattle, probably lose this guy. I think I'm going to lose this Aura first off. Not what we want to be doing, gaining life. Probably lose Raid Bombardment. Just doesn't seem like the deck for it. I think you just want lots of tokens for that. Yeah, this is awkward. We've got a lot of 0 power creatures, and then we've got a lot of things that encourage us to be attacking. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out. But we're stuck with what we're stuck with. I think if this doesn't do anything, it's just a 2/2 for 3, so we're going to go and board that. And then we're going to make 3 more cuts. Now, Lust for War just seems pretty sweet. Whenever enchanted creature becomes tapped, you can also use it to kind of discourage people from using activated abilities, I guess. I don't know how often that comes up. I feel like you just put it on like a 1/1 and they die very quickly. Maybe the second smite. Destroy target blocked creature. We have defenders, so we're definitely going to be blocking a little bit. I'm going to lose Surreal Memoir. It basically takes a turn off. It does get a card back. Well, it gets 2 cards back. But, it seems a little clunky and slow. And 2 more cuts. Really want to leave our creatures kind of where they are. Maybe this Battle Rampart gives something haste, but it doesn't actually do much itself. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut the defender here. And there's also Wall of Omens, but that's basically just a cantrip that blocks. And I like that with the smites. I'm thinking about just losing 1 smite. Honestly, in that first pack, I probably, out of the cards I saw in red, I probably would have taken Stagger Shock. And I wish I had something like that, because I don't really have a lot of just straight up removal. Actually, I have very little, which is why I'm tempted to leave these smites in. Tapper seems fine. I'm going to lose 1 smite, which could be wrong, especially if we want to attack into things. Now, I need removal. I'll lose 1 Repel to Darkness. And I'm just going to ship like this. I don't know really the format too well, as has become abundantly clear by my draft decisions and this pile of cards. But let's go ahead and add lands, ship it off, and see what happens. Fairly even split, but we want probably more white than red. So we'll do 9/8. That seems right. Alright, and that's a 40. I will see you guys for round 1. We'll probably just get crushed. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what I should be taking, what cards I'm underrated, what cards I'm overrated, and I will see you guys here in just a minute. Alright.